Hey YouTube, so in today's episode we are talking about the life of a tundra. So this is my truck. Its name is Great White. It is a SR5 TRD Toyota Tundra. It is a 2000 model. When I bought it in 2001 with 21,000 miles on it, so it was almost new. Aside from the basic Bilstein off-road shocks, there's nothing special about it. It is open differential front and rear. So in this episode, I want to share with you on how she came from an open differential truck with little to no off-roading ability to a truck that has a good off-roading ability with lockers in the front and rear. So as you can see here, she was struggling really bad because she did not have a locker. So what I learned here is that a open differential truck is a very dangerous truck to drive off-road. And you can see here it's struggling to get traction. And basically what this amounts to is broken drivetrain. Or you could hurt somebody or you could hurt yourself. And it's just not fun, although it looks fun and people hollering at you, encouraging you to move on. It's just not really good for the truck. You're going to break something. So here you see Great White struggling in a little small rock garden here, and it's just not fun. You can see the struggle here. The truck isn't happy. It is just not good. And you see the tire burning right here. It's just struggling really big, and something's gonna break. So here, this is a new trail, and she has a new rear locker. It is a no-slip rear locker that I installed. And today, she is doing way better than the last time. You can see she's not losing traction in the rear. However, you see the front, it didn't have any locker. So therefore, it is slipping pretty bad. You can see that she's traversing the course here pretty well. It was better than last time. You can see that she wasn't struggling as much as before when we were in the last trail. However, you can see the front slipping. Here, you can see that she's doing very well here. Way better than she was when she had open diffs in the front and in the rear. Here, this is like a tight elbow turn. She had some struggles because she didn't have a front lock. So here, this is the end of the trail, and basically she's struggling big time to get over this obstacle. She eventually gave up because we could not get her over. You could see that she did not have a front locker. She was struggling. She had no traction in the front. She was just digging for traction but unable to because of the front. It's open. So here she's struggling again. The rear are holding traction, but because they are in the rear, it's too light, it wasn't going to do it. So at the end, we ended up towing her out of that spot. Here, it is fully locked, and this is at another trail, and I was trying to copy the trail that she was struggling on. And because she's fully locked front and rear, you can see that she performed very well. Here she is trying to climb a 4 feet wall or pit. And this is actually 4 feet. It doesn't look deep, but when you go and stand right there where the wheel is, it's actually 4 feet. So here, because she has a front locker, there's no slip. And she has traction, and she climbs up with ease.
No, you're good. You're not gonna touch fire. You're up. You go, driver. You're out.
And here we have another spot that she would have difficulty if she would have had open diffs on the front or the rear. And so you can see here, there's no slipping here today. She climbed up like a champ. So here is another day. I took my brother to the same trail and I wanted him to drive and see how he feels about the truck. He doesn't drive off-road very much, so I decided, you know what, it's probably good for him to test this truck out and to see how he likes the traction aid that I have on the truck. And you can see that the ground is wetter today because it had just finished raining. And the truck made it out without any drama. Again, this spot is about 4 feet tall. And you can see that it had no issues going up this little slope, this wall. And it's just performing fabulously. Here's another view of Vantage. And it's climbing the wall again. So having lockers help with traction. Adding lockers to your truck makes your truck able to perform well off-road. So this is how deep it is. How many feet do you think that is?
From here to here, about 3 feet.
All right.
Yep, almost 4 foot.
Yeah. So now, because my truck is fully locked front and rear, I thought about doing a 3-wheel drive system onto my truck. So here I'm able to manipulate the 4-wheel drive system to give me 3-wheel drive option. This is so that I can drive in snowy condition or icy condition. So the logic here is, because you now have only one wheel drive in the front, you have the other wheel that is used as a rudder. So you don't have that spool front effect. And now you can turn and you can drive like it's open differential. So what I discovered about this setup is that it is actually very beneficial to my 4-wheel drive system to have the ability to do 4-wheel drive or 3-wheel drive. The 3-wheel drive is actually very useful when I am in a snowy road or on a off-camber road. So when I turn on 3-wheel drive, the other wheel that has no power to it rudders the vehicle, and it actually is very useful. And then when I need to, I can put it back on 4-wheel drive and get gobs of traction. So here I still have the same setup. Spartan front locker, rear no-slip locker. I am climbing the famous V-Rock at Bald Mountain. This is the place where everybody likes to go and climb. And you can see that my truck climbed it without any issue. No struggle at all. Because of the lockers, I have total control of my ascent. If I were to not have a front locker, you will see that I would have struggled a lot. My front wheels would be spinning, and I would be grabbing for traction.
Yeah.
To no avail.
There you go. Got it. All the way up. Straight line. Get a little gas. Get clear now. Your back's gonna come up. There you go. You got it. Got it.
Nice.
So here is another view of the same trail. With the lockers in the front and rear, this makes for a very pleasant and enjoyable trip. So here is another trail. This trail is called the Shut-Eye Peak OHV trail. You can see my truck is crawling up and down these rocks without any issue, no slip, no struggle. Just a pleasant trip.
Whoa, push up. Go crazy.
I hope he was just joking, but maybe something happened again.
Yeah. Well, my new locker setup is working well. Got my rear locker turned on. That's for the TJM. This here is for the ARB. Don't need it yet. So we're stuck again. There's probably like over 20 cars. So now I have ended my quest for lockers, and I ended up choosing ultimately a part-time locker set, which is an air locker set system. The reason is because I can turn the lockers on and off if I want to, and that is for streetability. When I am driving in the city, I can turn them off and my system becomes open diffs again. But when I am off-roading, I can turn them on and they become a full-blown beast. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are. If my video is informational to you, please like and subscribe. If you want to know which system is the best, it is really up to your budget and up to your preference. So thank you for watching, guys.